Hello, this is Sammy George with My Jar Sports, and today I just wanted to talk about the NBA a little bit because it is the playoffs and it's kind of the prime time thing going on right now. I just wanted to talk about the MVP vote and Stephen Curry being the first unanimous MVP winner. Um, for the NBA playoffs, it's been fun sometimes, but it's been a pretty boring NBA playoffs. Um, the West has been boring with Curry being out, and then you had Chris Paul being out, which got the Blazers to that point. The Spurs were a huge disappointment against OKC. I would say that's still the most exciting part, even though it was a pretty boring series at the end. But it's exciting that OKC or somebody that we didn't expect kind of made it out in the West. Everyone was kind of banking in on it being San Antonio versus Golden State, and that's not what happened. And then in the East, it's been absolutely terrible basketball. The Cavs have just swept through the competition. You probably have the worst Game 7 coming up on Sunday, and this is coming from a guy who's a huge Miami Heat fan. Those two teams are just awful, and they're probably going to get swept or lose 4-1 to the Cavs. So all I'm really looking forward to is this Golden State versus OKC matchup, because I don't know what's going to happen. If I had to put money on it, I'm going to think Golden State's going to win 4-1, 4-2. But that's what I thought with the Spurs in OKC. So let's see what OKC can do. It could be interesting. And then the NBA Finals. That's the only thing I'm really excited for, because whoever it is versus Cleveland, most likely Golden State, that's going to be fun. Or if it's Durant and LeBron again, that's going to be great too. But we just got to see. And then to the MVP voting, it's been a joke for a while now. It just continues to be a joke. Steph Curry being the first unanimous award winner is just a mockery to basketball. He's not the most valuable player to his team. I do think he had the best individual season, maybe, out of all players. But when we're talking about the MVP voting, it's a very broad title, so to say. Because who's the most valuable player to their team? Is it Steph Curry, or is it LeBron James, or is it Kawhi Leonard? Is it Russell Westbrook? Who knows? But Curry was out a couple games against Portland. They still found a way to win the series. Even when he came back, he did come back, but they found ways to win without him. You look at the Clippers; they couldn't win a game without Chris Paul. When LeBron, if LeBron was lost, Kevin Love and Kyrie probably wouldn't sweep the playoffs. They wouldn't even win a game in the NBA Finals. It's just really interesting how the voting works. It was a joke when Derrick Rose won a few years ago, and it wasn't LeBron. It's a joke that LeBron wasn't the first unanimous winner, because it was pretty obvious he's the most valuable player in the NBA that year. And I just think it's ridiculous that Curry would be the first unanimous. I don't even think there should be a unanimous vote ever, because he's not the most valuable player to his team in the NBA. So if they want to change the name, maybe that's something they could do. But I just think when it comes to value, Curry is on the best team in the NBA. Even without him, they're a top 5 team in the West. You take LeBron from Cleveland, who knows what they can do? They're 1-5 this year, I think, without him. That's a joke that Steph Curry would be the first unanimous player ever. I just still think LeBron's the best player in the NBA. As many people are going to hate on that as they want, I don't really care, because Curry's the best offensive player in the game, sure, but if you all-around basketball player, LeBron's better at defense, better rebounder, more physically dominant, can guard the 1 through 5. He is a better passer than Steph Curry also. So it's really tough for people to understand that, just because a lot of people jump on this Steph Curry bandwagon and get really excited because he hits great shots, and I think he's the greatest shooter of all time, and I've enjoyed watching him as much as it sounds like I probably don't, but I just find it a joke that people think he's better than LeBron James, because he's just not overall. You look at the finals last year. This is one thing that I always have said. You look at the finals last year. You put LeBron on Golden State, and you put Curry on that Cleveland team who had nobody. It's a 4-0 sweep Golden State. But in the other way, on the reverse roles, LeBron won 2 games and kept them in the series by himself, single-handedly. So the reason people hate LeBron, I don't get it. I don't understand why anyone would hate watching the top 5 player of all time. I think there should be just as much hype about watching LeBron as there is about Steph Curry, because no matter what, people that know the game, people that don't know anything about basketball, still love Steph Curry, and they hate on LeBron, even though they don't know anything about the game. So I just think we need to slow our roll a little bit about Curry being the best player in the world. Because I think LeBron still holds that ground, but that's why I'm excited about the end of this playoffs, and let's just get to the finals, and hopefully it's Curry versus LeBron. Thanks for watching.